in monthly prizes or walk away with a grand prize of 250,000 kwacha. Chaliroku, and you cannot afford to not get lucky. Use your ABSA card to enter the draw. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters. ABSA.
For in-depth news coverage from across Zambia, local and national news, business, politics, and sports, this is the Sun FM News, brought to you by ABSA. Your story matters.
The news.
Thank you for joining us to present the news here on Sun FM Radio and TV. I am Emelda Chukwati. The headlines. Minister of Transport and Logistics Frank Tayali has revealed that 89 motorcycle riders were killed in road traffic accidents between January and March 31st, 2025 across the country. Ndola District Commissioner Precious Njekwa has expressed concern with the poor sanitation at Sakanya border post, which services over 400 truckers and people daily. The Ministry of Tourism has issued a stern warning following the circulation of a disturbing video on social media showing individuals deliberately provoking elephants in Livingston. Power Dynamo's midfielder Prince Mumba has voiced strong optimism about Zambia's prospects at the upcoming African Nations Championship CHAN, set to run from August 2nd to 30th, 2025 across Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania.
Sun FM.
Tayali has revealed that 89 motorcycle riders were killed in road traffic accidents between January and March 31st, 2025 across the country. In a ministerial statement presented before Parliament, Mr. Tayali disclosed that the fatalities were part of the 682 motorcycle accidents recorded during the same period. Mr. Tayali revealed that out of the total accidents, 321 were classified as serious, with 355 individuals sustaining slight injuries. He attributed the rising number of motorcycle-related accidents to widespread ignorance of road safety rules and non-compliance with the highway code. The minister noted that as of now, 850 motorcycles have been impounded in response to the growing violations. He said that government has started implementing measures such as mandatory registration, rider examinations, and licensing in a bid to curb the surge in accidents.
321 serious injuries and 355 slight injuries being recorded. B. Government is implementing the following measures to ensure that motorcycle riders are trained and licensed before they start operating on public roads. 1. Motorcycle riders undergo both practical and theory examinations before a license is issued to operate on public roads. The examination conducted by the Road Transport and Safety Agency, RATSA, covers the Zambian Highway Code, defensive driving, proper safety equipment use, and safe road use practices.
Ndola District Commissioner Precious Njekwa has expressed concern with the poor sanitation at Sakanya border post, which services over 400 truckers and people daily. Speaking after inspecting the area, Ms. Njekwa expressed concern and emphasized that immediate intervention be put in place before the onset of the rainy season. She said the situation at the border requires urgent attention to ensure the health and well-being of the truck drivers crossing at the border. We have a report.
Poor sanitation conditions at the Sakanya border post has continued, with only one toilet facility available at the immigration center. The inadequate facility saves approximately 400 truck drivers each day, a situation which has not settled well with Ndola District Commissioner Precious Njekwa. She inspected the border and called for urgent attention over the matter.
Finding these facilities, otherwise we'll be hit again with cholera, because our drivers, they're also human like another person, so they need also good facilities that actually as they come through the border, but which we've noticed that there are no facilities, so most of our drivers are using the bush, which is not correct. So we'll put our heads together with local government and also ZRA to see how we can help our people. That's why we are here this morning, just to appreciate the border.
During the inspection, District Health Director Lillian Nyendwa said the truck drivers have nowhere to go when answering the call of nature.
Especially started coming in and out using that route. There's been a lot of influx, the business opportunities, so people are coming in. So now there's no proper market, no proper sanitary facilities on our side. On the Congolese parties, they've done their border. They have dry ports, and they are in the dry ports, two of them, one entry, one exit. They have these sanitary facilities. But for us, I think as we were coming in, you saw the trucks. Yes. So they line up the road just like that, and sometimes when there are delays, they go very close to the toll gate.
While at the border posts, the officer echoed the lack of inadequate toilets at the border.
Then one of the major complaints from the truck drivers, that is both from Congo and Zambia, or those that are entering Congo and coming out, is that there is poor sanitation. There are no toilets, in short, where they would help themselves in case of anything, or where they can take showers, because the council are only collecting the levy from the road, but they've not put up any structure where they can use.
Reporting for Sun FM TV News, I'm Gertrude Mwansa in Ndola.
The Ministry of Tourism has issued a stern warning following the circulation of a disturbing video on social media showing individuals deliberately provoking elephants in Livingstone. In a statement released by Principal Public Relations Officer Nelly Banda, the ministry described the behavior as reckless and dangerous, emphasizing that such actions pose serious risks to both human life and wildlife. Ms. Banda reminded the public that while elephants are generally calm, they remain wild animals capable of unpredictable and aggressive behavior when provoked. She warned that such incidents could lead to injuries, fatalities, or property damage. She said provoking wildlife is a criminal offense under the Zambia Wildlife Act, which prohibits molesting or provoking protected animals and carries penalties including fines or imprisonment. The ministry urged residents and tourists in wildlife zones to maintain a safe distance of at least 50 meters from wild animals, avoid feeding or chasing them, and report any threatening activity to the Department of National Parks and Wildlife. Ms. Banda stated that wildlife is a national treasure that must be protected and not provoked, calling for greater public awareness and responsible behavior around animals. The ministry reaffirmed its commitment to working with communities and conservation partners to promote safe and sustainable human-wildlife coexistence. Copperbelt Provincial Health Director Dr. Charles Mwinuna has reaffirmed the availability of essential medicines across the province. Dr. Mwinuna stated that the Ministry of Health, through the Zambia Medicines and Medical Supplies Agency ZAMSA, has effectively addressed concerns regarding the non-availability of essential drugs. He emphasized that the provision of health center kits to all facilities has played a critical role in ensuring the consistent supply of medicines and the delivery of quality healthcare services. ZAMSA continues to uphold the safety and efficacy of distributed medical products through strict quality assurance protocols, including regular inspections and strict adherence to regulatory standards. Dr. Mwinuna further assured the public that patients should not be concerned about medicine shortages in hospitals and health centers. He noted that government, through ZAMSA, has successfully distributed approximately 90% of the required medicines to all health institutions.
I think what we have for the province is that we get periodically these supplies from ZAMSA on essential medicines, and we are very well stocked currently because at health center level, in terms of kits, our facilities are at 90%. We just received these kits. So if you go to every facility, you find they have their kits, enough according to what they ordered, and they've been supplied. When it comes to our tertiary hospitals like in Kitwe Teaching Hospital and Ndola, we are at above 80%, and most of them actually have all the essential medicines that they need.
The opposition Patriotic Front, PF, has challenged President Hakainde Hichilema to declare his assets, arguing that continued silence on the matter is fueling unnecessary speculation and mistrust among Zambians. Speaking when he featured on Hot FM's Hot Seat radio program, PF Secretary General Raphael Nakachinda questioned why President Hakainde Hichilema has not responded to persistent calls to make his personal wealth known to the public. Mr. Nakachinda argued that the assertion that President Hakainde Hichilema declared his assets in 2021 is no longer sufficient, especially in light of what he termed as increasing doubts surrounding the head of state's financial transparency. He further compared Hichilema's conduct to that of late former President Edgar Lungu, whom he described as being open and honest about his declared assets and willing to subject himself to public scrutiny. Mr. Nakachinda also raised questions over whether President Hakainde Hichilema continues to receive his monthly 53,000 kwacha salary and allowances amid reports that he donates all his salary to charity.
That we want to know how much you are worth. Because if you chitikano bupupu bwafula bushena mewa president omo muri umu turangeni before tamurangira mu state house, how much were you worth? Now that you're in state house, how much are you worth? Because imewa Hakainde Hichilema mwalilanda tina salary tomakula poka. You understand? Meaning that from the time you went into state house up to today, the fact that you are not even getting a salary, your wealth must remain at the same level. So ngatosa sangati hao Hakainde Hichilema na bashitako na mines through proxies if you are shut off, then twalambo kwipusho kwa tawe kanshe chobare fishina assets because zero barengira mu status watu wewe ati assets bakwata ni ngombesha kupenda.
Lubambe Copper Mine Limited is experiencing renewed growth and investment following its acquisition by JCXH, a development that has significantly boosted employment and sparked major infrastructure upgrades. Deputy Chief Executive Officer Mr. Daniel Chihili reviewed that permanent staff numbers have surged from approximately 600 to 1,600 as contractor employees have now been absorbed into the company's core workforce. The spike in direct employment marks a sharp turnaround from previous operational strategies that leaned heavily on outsourcing. Speaking during a courtesy call on Chilabombe District Commissioner Kelly Jibinga, Mr. Chihili announced that Lubambe is undertaking capital-intensive projects, including the sinking of 2 new mining shafts. The first shaft is projected to reach depths of 700 meters, surpassing the current shaft 2, which reaches 600 meters. He said the expansion will not only enhance operational efficiency, but significantly increase production capacity.
But we are now mining beyond that and in far areas. And the existing shaft has got only access to the south limb. So we have to incur a lot of cost to bring the ore out. And you know, mining is expensive.
It is expensive.
So in trying to reduce cost and increase efficiency, we are now sinking a shaft at a hinge zone between the two limbs, between the south limb and the east limb. So it becomes easy to reduce costs and increase efficiency. Yes. So that's the purpose of the first shaft. It's a service shaft. And the second shaft to go to up to 1.4 kilometers. So now to access the deeper ore body, which will be in line with the government's vision of achieving 3 million tons of copper. So we need to access more copper.
In response, District Commissioner Kelly Jiwinga commended the mine's employment gains, affirming the government's commitment to supporting development initiatives that promote job creation and uplift local communities. Lubambe Mine's transformation is being seen as a signal of renewed investor confidence in Zambia's mining sector, with the potential ripple effects for surrounding economies and national productivity.
I've learned that with the coming in of JCHX into Lubambe, the number of permanent employees, which was sitting at 600, has increased to 1,600. This is very significant. On behalf of government in the district, allow me to acknowledge this positive. It is a milestone. It is government's desire that our people should have permanent employment. So a jump from 600 to 1,000 is a very big positive.
The Zambia Police Service has confirmed the arrest of Zambia National Service ZNS Staff Sergeant and Olympian Rodan Jovu, along with Zambia Correctional Service Sergeant Katundu Lumweka, in connection with the production and circulation of obscene material. Police spokesperson Ray Hamonga stated that the two officers allegedly recorded an explicit video together and shared it via WhatsApp with one of their contacts. Njovu now faces an additional charge for circulating the material in violation of Section 1771B of the Penal Code, Chapter 87 of the Laws of Zambia. Both individuals are currently in police custody, awaiting the possibility of police bond. Mr. Hamonga emphasized that the charges fall under Section 1771A and 1B, which criminalize both the creation and distribution of obscene content. The police have reminded the public that possession, production and circulation of obscene material remain serious criminal offences under Zambian law. The case has sparked widespread public reaction and renewed calls for responsible digital conduct and institutional accountability. The opposition Tonse Alliance has publicly accused officials at Mwembeshi Maximum Correctional Facility in Chilanga District of deliberately denying them access to incarcerated Patriotic Front PF members, referring to them as political detainees. Acting Alliance Chairperson Mr. Given Luwinda, who led a delegation to the facility, expressed strong disapproval of the prison authorities' actions. He described the move as undemocratic and a violation of basic human rights.
To stop us from seeing our brothers who are incarcerated is criminal. It is against the law. Now, for citizens, I'd like to remind you that we have said before that the enterprise of the UPND is a criminal enterprise. The mission of Christ. Time is round the corner. For Zambians, I'd like to encourage you, don't lose heart. My dear friends in the Tonse Alliance, these are kicks of a dying horse.
Other leaders within the Tonse Alliance echoed Lubinda's concerns, labeling the incident a direct attack on democratic values and a restriction of the opposition's right to monitor and support its members. The group has since demanded accountability from correctional officials and called on relevant government institutions to intervene and safeguard political freedoms.
Allowed to receive visitors. Okay, so we demand that we must change the way we conduct ourselves, how we treat those who are kept in prison.
With PF, who built even the prisons that he has incarcerated them from. This is not on, it should come to an end.
Denied us to give them so that we can give them to our friends. So what we did is to leave this food there at the prisons, just by the doorside, after informing the security there.
And our young people are actually ready to fight such vices. And I want to assure the young people that your greatest power is actually in your voters.
The Southern Province Administration has commended Kariba Minerals Limited and ZCCM-IH for their strong partnership with the government in delivering development projects worth over 700,000 kwacha to the Mapatizia community. Speaking during the commissioning ceremony, Southern Province Permanent Secretary Dr. Namani Monze, who was represented by Deputy Permanent Secretary Yolanta Mutiambe Malunga, described the collaboration as a model for impactful corporate social responsibility. Dr. Monze explained that the projects include a solar-powered borehole and water system, as well as solar energy installations at the clinic, police station, school and market. He added that the water project, valued at 353,750 kwacha, is expected to improve access to clean and reliable water, while the 364,723.45 kwacha solar installations will enhance the delivery of essential services such as health care, education and security. The government acknowledged that even before the commissioning, Kariba Minerals had been supporting the local clinic and police station with weekly water deliveries and also continues to provide employment to local residents. Dr. Monze called on more private sector players to partner with the government in addressing community needs and stressed that such collaborations are key to building resilient and self-sustaining communities.
Of your steadfast commitment to uplifting local communities and advancing sustainable development here in Mapatizia, Zambia district. From the outset, allow me to reaffirm that these CSR projects are aligned with the government's development agenda, particularly under the leadership of our President, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, who is steadfast in his commitment to infrastructure development, job creation, and inclusive, sustainable progress.
Meanwhile, ZCCM-IH Board Chairperson Festum Sonda noted that the solar installations offer a clean, cost-effective solution to Mapatizia's long-standing energy and water challenges, emphasizing that ZCCM-IH is committed to investments that improve the lives of communities beyond mineral extraction. And Kariba Minerals Board Chairperson Professor Francis Tembo said the project reflects a shared belief within ZCCM-IH that no community should be left behind, describing the interventions as a demonstration of a true partnership, responsibility, sustainability, and care for the communities that support their operations and share their values. The Small-Scale Farmers Development Agency, SAFADA, has welcomed the government's new maize marketing directive and urged a nationwide cooperation from beneficiaries of the Farmer Import Support Program, FISP, to help preserve Zambia's food security. SAFADA Executive Director Boyd Mowe described the new requirement mandating FISP recipients to sell a minimum of 10 50 kg bags of maize to the Food Reserve Agency FRA as a fair and necessary measure. He noted that although the imports distributed through FISP are not free, farmers would still be compensated for their maize contributions. He emphasized that factors like poor yields and early sales to private buyers who often offer quick cash can affect farmers' ability to comply. He further noted that some small-scale farmers unintentionally overlook their FRA obligation until the following season when they seek further support. Mr. Mowe urged farmers to shift their mindset and begin planning ahead to meet future requirements, while also calling on the government to show flexibility and compassion in enforcement. The new maize marketing directive was reaffirmed in Parliament by Agriculture Minister Ruben Mutolo, who warned that non-compliant farmers risk being excluded from the 2025-2026 FISP cycle. As of now, the FRA is purchasing maize at 6,800 kwacha per metric ton, equivalent to 340 kwacha per 50 kg bag toward a national procurement target of 543,000 metric tons. We take a break, return with the sports news.
Win namamuli 1 million na ABSA. Play your cards right, Muntu Andy, and you could win big. Simply tap or swipe any of your ABSA cards 5 times in a month, and you could be one of 10 lucky winners to take home a cheap 10-pin in monthly prizes or walk away with a grand prize of 250,000 kwacha. Chaliroku, and you cannot afford to not get lucky. Use your ABSA card to enter the draw. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters. ABSA.
Power Dynamo's midfielder Prince Mumba has voiced strong optimism about Zambia's prospects at the upcoming African Nations Championship CHAN, set to run from August 2nd to 30th, 2025 across Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania. Speaking to the FAR's media unit in Lusaka, Mumba said the squad is shaping up well under head coach Avram Grant and urged fans to rally behind the team. He emphasized that the tournament offers a vital platform for locally based players to build a winning mentality and attract international attention.
So far so good. We getting in shape and getting better every day. We're not just a pushover. We're in a good group, and we're capable, very much capable. It's a very good timing for the national team, obviously. We take each competition as it comes. That's the most important thing. So we'll try to go there, compete, so that we prepare and set standards for the bigger competition in December. This is my first time, and it's such a great feeling, and I look forward. Let's continue believing, continue trusting the process. Better days ahead, and I believe these are the better days that we're in.
Zambia has been placed in Group A alongside DR Congo, Kenya, Morocco and Angola, widely regarded as one of the toughest groups in the competition. The Chipolopolo B will kick off their campaign on August 7 against DR Congo, followed by matches against Angola August 10, Morocco August 14 and Kenya August 17. CHAN is a CAF-sanctioned tournament reserved for players competing in their home national leagues. For Zambia, it serves as both a proving ground for emerging talent and a strategic build-up to the main Africa Cup of Nations AFCON scheduled for December. Coach Avram Grant has named a 32-man provisional squad blending experience and youth, with Mumba expected to play a key role in midfield. The team is currently in camp and will travel to East Africa for final preparations. To end the headlines once again. Minister of Transport and Logistics Frank Tayali has revealed that 89 motorcycle riders were killed in road traffic accidents between January and March 31st, 2025 across the country. Ndola District Commissioner Precious Njekwa has expressed concern with the poor sanitation at Sakanya border post, which services over 400 truckers and people daily. The Ministry of Tourism has issued a stern warning following the circulation of a disturbing video on social media showing individuals deliberately provoking elephants in Livingstone. Power Dynamo's midfielder Prince Mumba has voiced strong optimism about Zambia's prospects at the upcoming African Nations Championship CHAN, set to run from August 2nd to 30th, 2025 across Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania. Ends the news. My name is Imelda Chukwati. Stay tuned to Sun FM Radio and TV. God bless.
Sun FM.
Win namamuli 1 million na ABSA. Play your cards right, Muntu Andi, and you could win big. Simply tap or swipe any of your ABSA cards 5 times in a month, and you could be